you're gonna, whatever you're gonna be.
I forget lyrics like this. Sometimes I go on stage, I forget. I'm really bad. I wrote all my lyrics too. Really bad.
Yo, Payback is all fat. Payback, watch, listen to this shit. Payback, time is now. You done some shit to me that I just can't allow, cause now I know you're full of shit. I also know that you're a fucking hypocrite. You got two faces, and they both lie. Then you ask, why can't you qualify to join the crew? But yo, that shit is through. Cause now I'm in your face, so what the fuck you gonna do? That shit is fat.
Mostly my lyrics is about, it's what I picture in my head, you know what I'm saying? It's called, I forget how you call it, visual writing or some shit like that. Like I visualize something in my head and I write about that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that it's not all true, but, most of it is, fake and shit.
Now what the fuck is happening?
I just write what burns. I write the lyrics, whatever bothers me that day or that time that song comes through, A lot of certain interpretations come through, though. Like, totally weird, like, people say the totally wrong thing of what I meant to write. But I don't care, everybody takes it their own way. It's like a piece of poetry. You'll read a piece of poetry totally different than I would. You would read different poetry totally different than I would.
I read his lyrics totally different than he does.
It's such a big over one of our songs, people don't even understand it. I'm not even going to bring it up now. It's not worth it. I'll just waste time.
My perception, my infection, it's what it hides. Self-destruct, no idea. In the taste of death, in the taste of death. Where's the wind that I feel the things you feel?
Yeah, I look at certain other bands and I'm like, it's just so much better. This is like only kind of music I can do.
Right?
It's just so much harder.
I
just use music for a vent. I need ventilation. I need some sort of release, and this is it. I look at some bands, like, not saying hardcore, I look at different styles of music, like from what's out in there today, and in my eyes, just, you don't know what's going on, man.
It's a VOD song, Vision of Disorder. It's one of my favorite songs.
My father always talks about Tim. Always like. First of all, he's like, my father is very religious, very Catholic. So when he reads Tim's lyrics, he's like, maybe Tim needs my help. And he'll be like, maybe
I can talk to Tim.
Maybe I can see what's wrong with Tim. Like what's causing him to have so much anger.
This is how it's gonna be until we die. Fall down. Fall down. Fall down, 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 down. Up to smoking. Thrown out the eyes. Some people just too stupid to realize.
Welcome to Long Island.
Suburbia.
Pretty
That
cool.
man.
Pretty really.
But one thing though, it makes us appreciate it every single time we play like a different state or something. Like, I can't imagine living someplace else.
Bumblefuck. No place like
Like,
home.
except
I
for
can
New
go to the
York.
city. I can take my car to the city in 20 minutes.
Yeah,
I'd be
I
back.
can't.
It'd be bad, but I don't have to live in the city. You know what I'm saying?
I can't
But
imagine
if I ever get an apartment, I'd like to live there. It's just too expensive.
Right.
I don't have
going to
the
like
cash, dude.
going to
It's peaceful.
like the hills and stuff. I couldn't imagine living anywhere but nice suburbia.
Nah.
That's what hardcore's about, man.
Suburbia.
When did it begin? Say about 1981.
And where? Who started it all? How did it happen?
Who started New York hardcore? Tommy Rat.
We interviewed Roger from AF yesterday, and we asked him where New York hardcore came from, or who started hardcore, and he said Tommy Rat.
He is the originator of hardcore. He was there before anybody was there.
Well, it really started, actually derived from the punk rock scene. Had like the bands like Stimulators, Bad Brains, The Mad. Those are like the main bands back like in 78, 79, 1980. And then like had other bands like in 80, like Heart Attack, Undead, even worse, Misfits. And then like bands like started playing faster from DC like Minor Threat. Then you had bands from LA like Black Flag Common. And then like some bands like some new bands like Urban Waste, The Mob, they started playing faster. It became more like, you know, hardcore.
Where'd the term hardcore come from? Got me, man.
Then hardcore started coming out. You know, there was a lot of bands, Reagan Youth, Urban Waste, The Abuse, you know, all these bands, blue bands just started coming out, Agnostic Front, Cause Front. We were always the worst one. We were the ones that everybody laughed at, you know.
Yeah, shit! That's a little better. I never liked those like old punk rock bands. Anyway, strictly hardcore and a little bit of punk. But I don't really like hardcore. I listen to Cranberries on Sundays.
Move the fuck up and let's do some hardcore.
How long have I been to New York hardcore? Well, since I was, I guess about 7 years old.
How'd that happen?
Well, it happened through my brother, Raj. He brought me around the scene when I was real young. I was living in Florida, actually, but came up to visit. This was about, I guess, 1983 or so. One day, Agnostic Front played, and